Camp Millhouse was actually started in 1937. It was a camp for children with polio. In 1940, a gentleman named Charles Millhouse donated the first 11 acres and our main lodge, and we have been out here for the past 77 years. Over the past 77 years, as polio was eradicated, the camp changed into what it is today, and that is a camp for children and adults with disabilities.
For our campers, camp is their summer home. It's their vacation spot. It's their time with friends. It's their summer hangout. And for our camper parents, sometimes it's the only break that they get throughout the year.
Oh, I love it because it's I love sports week. Because all I do is I do a lot of basketball and swimming and just have a good time.
What sport's your favorite?
Basketball.
Basketball? That's a good one.
My favorite thing about camp is that it's not a place for people with disabilities. It's a camp for people.
I'd say it's like one of the happiest places in our area.
Last year was my first year, and it kind of showed me like the path that I wanted to take in like my future career.
Words in particular that come to mind when I think about camp: camp magic, family. Camp is family.
I always get emotional when I talk about it, but she just comes home so happy from camp. And it's just, she always feels so loved, and she always feels so important after camp. And I just think that this camp is just one of the most magical places that any special needs kiddo can experience.
Camp Millhouse is like my home away from home. There's so many amazing people here doing so many wonderful things every single day.
I like to swim at the pool. Hey, look at this fish.
My favorite thing about camp is the campers. Like this one.
So the property was donated in 1940 to another local nonprofit organization who was kind of the parent company of Camp Millhouse up until the mid to late 80s. At that time, the two organizations split and Camp Millhouse became a complete separate entity. And since that time, we have ran under a lease from the other organization. But now they have given us this fantastic opportunity to purchase this property so that we can be completely independent and run our programs here.
The future for Camp Millhouse, I would love for them to be able to purchase the land that they're on and be able to stay there. I know a lot of campers have been going there for years. They've been there for 80 years, and just so that they're able to go back to what they know is home. Camp Millhouse is home to them. So it's been 3 years that we've been sending kids to Camp Millhouse with full scholarships. This year we had 12 scholarships that we awarded. You know, it's their 1 week. I think a lot of them, you know, this is what they look forward to all year. So anything I can do to help make that happen for somebody is what my mission is.
What I have seen in the community is that certain programs and events kind of taper off as kids age out of the high schools, and so when these special needs kiddos become young adults, opportunities and resources and community events just kind of fall to the wayside. And so Camp Millhouse is one of those places that there's no age limit or age requirement.
Last summer we had a young lady who was almost 30 years old who got to swim for the very first time in her life because she had never had access to a therapeutic pool or staff that were trained on how to swim with her.
I've been to Camp Millhouse a couple times. The first time I took my kids just to kind of see how things were run at camp, and we came during one of their American Idol competitions, and I was just blown away by what was going on there. When I left there, I'm like, this is the happiest place in South Bend.
In the last 3 years, there have been 2 other camps that served children and adults with disabilities that have closed. And we are one of very few that are left in Indiana that serve the Midwest.
With us actually owning the land, there's so many things that we can start to do to improve camp, build new things for our campers, and offer them new experiences that they can't get anywhere else.
We have dreams of adding another cabin, rebuilding our healthcare center, putting in a splash pad for our campers, new programming, and those things we can't do if we don't own the property. Every single penny will help us reach our goal of $500,000 to purchase the property. You know, it's 500 people who could give $1,000. We understand that not a lot of people can give that $1,000, but they might be able to ask 10 friends to donate $100, and that gets the $1,000. So there's different ways to get there. The property owners have indicated that they're going to want full payment by the middle to end of December of this year. So we have a very short time to raise a lot of money, but we are confident that we can do that.